Students, in this video we are going to go for chapter 4, which is related to reconstitution of a partnership firm, but not related to admission, not related to retirement, but it's apart from the death of a partner. See, retirement and death of a partner are together. So we are going to go for part B to have a break so that we shall not get confused between the changes of admission and retirement of a partner for the calculations. Clear? So moving on to the death of a partner. What does this death of a partner means? When a partner in a firm who's been, that is the existing partner, is being lost his life, okay, in that case we are going to find out what actually the settlement are to be made to him, to the concerned person called executor, the legal representative of the deceased partner. So deceased word is nothing but when a partner is going to be lost. So instead of saying death or dead, you are going to use a word called deceased. Clear? Okay. Now let us move on for the next important topic to be known for us in this concerned part of death of a partner related concept. We have only less content to be known about. Disease, in the sense, we know it is going to be a person who has lost his life, but apart from that, the other two important things which we need to consider is executor, the legal representative of a deceased partner who is in the firm itself. So the complete responsibility of claiming the amount on behalf of the deceased partner is going to be only by the legal representative. Then accrued profit. What is this accrued profit that we need to know in this? See, in case of partners capital account, we had all the share of capital, interest on capital, salary, commission. Apart from that, we also had come across the things related to goodwill, reserve fund, profit and loss, etc. But in this, apart from that, accrued profit will affect only in case of deceased, when the partner is going to be lost his life. So what actually is this? Say, for the concerned year, okay, financial year is from April. This partner who's deceased is going to be on the date of 6 months. That's from April. If you calculate for 6 months, April, May, June, July, August, September, say that he lost his life on the end of September. So for 6 months he was alive. For the 6 months, the company would have earned some profit. So we need to check what actually the profit is. The instruction will be based on what is given in the question. So we need to follow the steps and calculate what actually the profit for the concerned period is, that for 6 months. And on that 6 months profit, what is this share we need to pay to the concerned legal representative. So just observe, the profit from the date of last balance sheet till the date of death of a partner is called as accrued profit. So when you are going to post it in the concerned account, it will be written as profit and loss suspense account. So these two are the important thing we need to know. So apart from this, the next concept is settlement of claims to the deceased partner. What actually the settlement of claims to the deceased partner is, how we are going to claim the settlement of the concerned partner deceased. Immediate cash to his executor. So once when we calculate and find out, okay, this is a complete settlement to be paid, it will be made in the form of cash, or if it is in the form of check. Then the other thing is, there are two different methods of making the payment. The second method could be, if at all the company doesn't have sufficient fund to make immediate payment, they can transfer the concerned complete value to the executor loan account, and they can make the payment in installment with the interest to the concerned legal representative. So this is the very important thing which we need to know. So apart from this, we have the format of deceased partner's capital account and executor's account, how actually it is. So just check up that. Let us see and be thorough with how the items are going to be taken. It's very simple. Just observe it and you keep revising it. Yes. Students, coming for deceased partners capital account format, just observe. I have shown the complete format of this. Now let us go for each and every item step by step, what actually we are going to take it and how we are going to consider that for calculation. So let me make it bigger, the size. Now just observe. First, we are going to go for the credit side of deceased partner capital account. See, deceased partner is going to be the one who is going to lose his life and no more. So we are going to prepare this capital account for the case to find out what is the actual amount to be settled to the concerned partner, and that is going to be paid to his executor. So this is executor, the legal representative of this partner. So we are going to check how we are going to prepare this account. Do you people remember what is partner's capital account and how we are going to post it, all the items picking up and posting on the credit side and debit side? Similar this is, but here in case of partner's capital account, all the partners we have, but in case of deceased partner capital account, only the concerned partner who is deceased, his share is related items values are going to be considered. So let us observe first on the credit side, by balance brought down, similar the capital of deceased partner to be posted from the debit side of liability to the credit side. Then by revaluation account, the profit, if there is any profit for him and he has a share of that, that is going to be taken. We prepare no revaluation account and we distribute the profit among the partners. So if this deceased partner has a share of that, we are going to post it. Then again, if there is a loss on revaluation, it will be on the debit side. So instead of by revaluation, we will write to revaluation account. So if there is a case, you have to consider. If not, we are not going to consider. Then the profit and loss account, this is also similar. If you have on the liability side the last year's any undistributed profits, that will be posted on the credit side, and it is only the deceased partner share to be calculated. If it is going to be a loss, if it is on the asset side, then we are going to post it on the debit side. The steps are the same. Then by general reserve fund or reserve fund, okay, anything which is given, this is also similar. From the debit side, we are going to post on the credit side, but only the share of deceased partner. Here everything will be only related to the deceased partner. Then the goodwill share of deceased partner. Next, joint life policy account. What is the share of the partner in case of joint life policy? Then by salary and commission, see, this is very important. Salary and commission, when you're taking, it will be taken based on if they give per month. Suppose if the partner has been alive for 6 months, you need to multiply 6 months. So suppose if the salary is given as, for example, 1,000, you people are going to take 1,000 into 6 months. If he's alive for 8 months, 1,000 into 8 months. So we need to calculate this. Similar if it is for commission as well. And suppose if they give, instead of per month salary, they are going to give us 12,000 per annum or 5,000 per annum. So let me take 12,000 per annum. And if the concerned partner is alive only for 6 months, so you are going to divide it, which means 12,000 into 6 months he was alive out of 12 months. So this is how we are going to calculate if it is for per annum or if it is for per month. So per month multiplication, per annum division. Understood? Then interest on capital, the share of the particular deceased partner. What is the rate per annum and still for how many months it is due, we are going to consider. Okay, so when we are doing the sum, we will understand better. Then by profit and loss suspense account, what actually this is, we have already profit and loss, undistributed profit or loss, but here suspense account in the sense for the concerned year starting from 1st April. If the partner was been alive for 3 to 6 months, whatever it is, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, it depends upon. So that for that particular period, what is the share that is been gained by him in the profit earned by the company so far? For that first 5 months or 6 months, what the company has earned as a profit, in that he gets a share. So that is called profit and loss suspense account. Clear? Next, moving on to the debit side, you have deceased partner drawing. If he has made some drawings, we have to take it on the debit side. And if the company has to calculate any interest on his drawings, we need to take it on the debit side. Then the last part is now to deceased partner's executor's account, which means from the overall values related to the deceased partner is taken on the credit side, and whatever the payments to be made by him, okay, which means if he has to owe to the company, if he is paying it, so after such deduction, the balancing amount which has to be settled, okay, which it is completely related to the deceased partner, will be paid to his executor person who is a legal representative. So we are going to post it to the executor's account. So this is written as balancing figure. Then after that, we have to show that his complete amount is settled and paid to the executor. So for this is the next format. We have to show that is deceased partner's executor's account. Now just observe, in partner's capital, deceased partner capital, you have your balancing figure which is fallen on debit side. This to be posted on the credit side of executor's partner's account. But what actually the small changes? Heading. What is the heading here? Deceased partner capital account. So this heading only we have to write when we are posting, how we did in case of goodwill account, revaluation account, profit transfer, everything. The posting will be only the heading of the concerned account. So here by deceased partner's capital account, his share to be settled is transferred, and this has to be shown on the debit side as, if you are paying through cash instruction, as per the instruction. If it is through check, bank. So you have to mention paid immediately. Suppose this is going to be as a loan, you will write it as to executor's loan account. Instead of cash or bank, we are going to mention to executor's loan account, and it depends upon when we are going to make the payment. Until that, it will be shown as a executor's loan account only. Clear? Just observe. Now students, observe, in case in the question, if they ask us to prepare directly executor's, that is partner's executor's account, okay, instead of asking to show partner's capital account and then the executor account, if they ask directly prepare partner's executor account, in this case the small change which is going to appear, just observe the format. I shall zoom it to explain what actually the difference is going to be here. Just observe. The main thing which we are going to concentrate here is, first, everything is going to be the same. All the steps and the items are same, but only one, okay, on the credit side, the first item, instead of writing by balance brought down, we are going to write by deceased partner's capital account, and the capital of deceased partner to be written, that opening balance. Clear? Instead of writing by balance brought down, we will write by deceased partner capital account. And instead of writing as to, just observe, instead of writing to deceased partner executor account, it is going to be to cash or bank account paid immediately, or loan account if it is going to be postponed. So these two will be the only small change It is going to appear. Let me just show, highlighting it. Just observe. These two will be the only difference if they ask us to directly prepare partner's executor's account. Clear? Just observe, all the rest are the same. Start with exercise 2 with a simple small calculation under death of a partner. So let us see how actually it is. Concentrate on the question given. Pavan, Madan and Suman were partners sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 2:1:1. The balance sheet is given. We are not going to concentrate on the balance sheet. It's only required when we wanted to go for reserve fund, capital and profit and loss. Be clear, only reserve fund, capital, profit and loss. These three items are required from the balance sheet which is given. Next, apart from that, the adjustments we are going to concentrate. The partnership deed provides that in the event of death of a partner, his executor is entitled to get the followings: the capital at the date of last balance sheet, his proportion of reserve fund. See, first step is capital, then reserve fund. If you have profit and loss, even instruction is not given, we have to take it. Then his share of profit to the date of death based on the average profit of the last 3 years profit. This is going to be profit and loss suspense account, that is accrued profit to calculate. Always, whenever you find out up to the date of death, this tells that it is a profit and loss suspense account. Next, his share of goodwill. So let us see how we are going to calculate this when we are doing it. Then apart from that, Suman died. So the partner among the three partners, Suman is a partner who have died, and they have given it was on 1st July 2017. So from April up to July 1st cannot be considered. So up to June, how many months are left that he was alive? April, May, June, for 3 months out of 12 months. This you have to keep it in your mind when you're doing. Underline the date and take the pencil and make a note how many months he was alive. Then he had also withdrawn 5,000 till to the date of death. So 5,000 up to the date of death he has withdrawn, that has to be considered. Now let us go for the calculation, that is preparation of the avances. Prepare Suman's capital and her executor's account. So we are going to show first Suman's capital and then executor's account. So let me minimize it and just observe here. This is the format I have taken. So I'm going to make the changes in this. Who is the partner here? The deceased partner is going to be Suman. So I'm going to take Suman's capital account. So just observe first step what we are going to do. On the credit side, we are going to take the capital balance by balance brought down. What is the capital of Suman? Just observe here. The capital of Suman is 10,000. So I'm going to take that completely. Then apart from that, by reserve fund, the share of Suman. So I'm going to show the calculation in this itself. 20,000 into what was the share of Suman? Just observe in the question, 1 by the total is 4. So 1 by 4. $5,000 is a reserve fund value that we get. Then after reserve fund, we don't have any profit and loss to be searched for. Yes. So this part, just observe this part, 2 items is completed. Then apart from that, now we are going to concentrate on the adjustment. First 2 adjustment is over. His share of profit up to the date of death is based on the average profit of the last 3 years. This one, first we have to concentrate on doing goodwill calculation. So let me just type by profit and loss suspense account. I have just left it, writing down. Then by goodwill account, that is a share of goodwill, we are going to calculate it as a working note now. Then apart from that, he has withdrawn some amount. So I'm going to take 2 drawings. So drawings made by him up to the date of death is 5,000. So I've taken this. So let us see how the calculation of goodwill is. Now I'm going to show you the working note. They have given first is going to be goodwill. Now they have given his share of goodwill of the firm is twice the average profit of the last 3 years profit. So I'm going to take the profit of the last 3 years. So I'm going to take it here, 2014 and 15, then 2015 and 16, 2016 and 17. We're just going to take the values, that is the profits, $520. Observe, whatever is given, I'm just going to take it. See the goodwill, the year, last 3 years, and the profits. Now the total of this we are going to take now. The total of that, the 3 years, the total profit is 47,520. Observe, 47,520 is the total profit. Now we need to find out what is the average profit. So therefore I'm going to find out average profit is equals to 47,520 divided by how many years we have? 3 years. Always average will be how many number of years of profit we are taking, the same years to be counted for estimated calculation. Clear? For the average profit calculation. So 47,520 divided by 3. So let me check now. 47,520 divided by 3, we get 15,840 as a average profit. So average profit which I get is 15,840. This average profit we found. Now we need to calculate what is the actual goodwill of the firm. Now we are going to find out the goodwill of the firm. The goodwill of the firm is going to be based on average. So 15,840 into, so let me give first the formula. Now observe, I have done the goodwill of the firm calculation. The formula for that is going to be average profit into number of years of purchase. So average profit which we got is 15,840 into number of years of purchase. In the question, just observe, this twice the average period. Sorry, average profit. So twice in the sense 2 times. So I'm going to take 2 years as number of years of purchase. So I've calculated. So I get 31,680. This is goodwill of the firm. This value, now we are going to take it and go for the calculation for the share of the deceased partner. So the goodwill which we got is 31,680. 31,680 into his share is 1/4. So what is the amount we get? 7,920. So 7,920 is going to be the goodwill share of Suman. Next, now we have found the goodwill calculation is completed. Then second, we are going to go for calculation of accrued profit, that is profit and loss suspense account. So accrued profit we are going to calculate now, and let us check how actually it is going to be appeared. Accrued profit they have given should be based on average profit of the last 3 years. So last 3 years average profit which we got is 15,840 into what actually the number of outstanding period the concerned deceased partner was alive, 3 months out of 12. So 3 by 12 into his share is 1/4. Always whenever you go for the concerned calculation of accrued profit, okay, based on the instruction given, you should always take the period and his share, that is the number of outstanding months he was alive and his share. So these two we need to calculate now. So let me check. 15,840 into 3 by 12 into 1/4. So it is 990. The accrued profit is 990, which we get. So 990 is accrued profit. So I'm going to take this directly here. 990. We have already calculated. We need not calculate it again. Let me insert and make it neat so you people will understand, because it's the first simple sum. So let it be visible and clear for you people. Now just observe. And by observing this, just by observing this, which side is greater? I guess from the question all adjustment we have taken: capital, reserve fund, profit and loss suspense account, and goodwill calculation, even the drawings. This is what, in case of deceased partner, death of a partner, only the adjustment we are going to concentrate more on calculation, nothing else apart from that. But the basic 3 things in case of a capital preparation is capital, reserve, and profit and loss. As similar, we are going to post from the exact side, that is debit side to the credit side, or credit side item to the debit side, which means mainly you will have profit and loss either falling on asset side or on the liability side. Now here the total which I get on the credit side is greater. Let me check it. So the total on the credit side which I get is 23,910. 23,910, the same total I've taken. Now we need to find out what actually is the value to be transferred to the concerned executor's account. This minus 5,000 gives me 18,910. Just observe in the question the printed which is given down, Suman's executor's account amount transferred is 18,910. So we got the answer. This is very simple. 2 executors account balancing figure. So this is going to be transferred to executor's account. Let me highlight it. So Suman's capital account is done by us. Let's check now. Yes, observe. This is the main part which we need to know. Suman's capital account is over. Now we need to find out. We need to prepare Suman's executor's account. So I'm just going to prepare and show it now how actually it is going to work. What are the changes which is required to be made? It is Suman's executor's account. Now by first we are going to transfer by Suman's capital account. Observe why? Because the value to be paid for executor word is getting affected here, right? So this value 18,910 is under the heading, under the account of Suman's capital account. So I'm going to take that on the opposite direction and write it here. So it is 18,910. 18,910 is a value to be paid to the executor. So the same value is going to be paid to them. Have they given any instruction related to this? Let us just check once. Prepare Suman's capital account and her executor's account. There's a small mistake. It is his executor account. So 18,910, as no instruction is given, to be paid, we are going to treat it as to balance carried down, because it's not been paid, no instructions given it to be paid and all, right? So it's going to be written as to balance carried down. This is again a balancing figure. Be very clear now. Whenever no instruction is given to be paid or to be transferred to his loan account, this is going to be just written as to balance carried down balancing figure. Just observe. Now observe, students. This is very simple step when they ask us to prepare both executor's account as well as that is the partner's capital account first. Now let us just observe and see how the steps are. Whenever you go for working note, it will be main probably for goodwill and a profit and loss expense account. All the rest part, if it is required, you're going to show. If not, no. Clear? So just observe. First, Suman's capital account, the working note which is related to goodwill. I have given even the formula of each calculation to be found and the steps. Then second calculation is accrued profit. It is based on the question they have given based on average profit. So let me write it as it is given average profit. I'm taking average profit into number of months outstanding into share. So let me highlight it. See, this formula is not the same because it depends upon the instruction given. Here the instruction is on average profit. So this first step will keep changing. It might be either for last 1 year profit, 2 year profit, or it could be based on the balance sheet value which they have given themselves. So this average profit word will change. Apart from that, the number of months which is outstanding is required, and his share is very much important to be considered. This is number of outstanding months, number of months outstanding. Number of months outstanding. Just observe. This is very important. Yes. Next, we are going to go for Suman's executor account. This is what, see, if they say to be paid immediately, this to balance carried down will be in the form of to cash or bank account. If it is going to be in the form of loan, to loan account, we are going to write it. Clear? If not, it will always be shown as to balance carried down. So no, if they inform us to prepare executor's loan account, in that case it is going to be transferred to his loan. If not, we are just going to show us a balancing figure. Any other doubts? I guess it's very clear. This is very simple chapter which is for 6 marks. It's just for 6 marks. Start practicing this type of questions are very important. If you know this, you can do any other small adjustments just like that. Very simple calculations will be appearing for your examination.